Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? We're gonna call this bonus content a 4th one. As you see, things look a little different because we're at a new studio for the new year. Now, with that being said, let's talk about this Fox Sports accusation or this lawsuit that is a big deal.
It is. So the lawsuit go deep, Boog. All right, so a former Fox Sports hairstylist, Noshin Faraji, has filed a lawsuit against Fox Sports, FS1, Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless, and co-host Joy Taylor. All right, so the lawsuit entails allegations with sexual harassment and unwanted advancement and physical contact. So it's really murky in FS1 right now. And so with this, it's a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff might be true, some stuff may not be true, may be true and may not be true. Yeah. So we here to pretty much talk about it and give more detail on what's going on.
So let me say this, because I don't want to be mute to the real issue here. Mm-hmm. And my issue, personal issue, is that where's the public statement from Fox Sports? Because I'll say it like this. It's not fun when the rabbit got the gun.
That's true.
Or same thing, make you laugh,
make you cry.
Now, if this was LeBron James, if this was Cam Newton, if this was Steph Curry, if this was Michael Jordan, if this was Odell Beckham, if this was Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, any type of sexual harassment in any magnitude, Fox Sport, ABC, Disney, ESPN, they will be covering and be wanting a statement. And that's my issue. Where's the statement, Fox, FS1, Fox? Well, I don't care. And we haven't heard from it. This accusation came out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Hello?
And it's so deep, and the details are there.
There's a lot of accusations that have been filed. Yes?
Yeah.
And there's a list of them. You have names like Charlie Dixon. You have names like Skip Bayless. You have names like Joy Taylor. We have Emmanuel Achos of the world, and even mentions of a Shannon Sharp. Now, granted, these are still accusations, but yet we have not heard a statement, a public statement, or more information for the public. Where is that at? Mm-hmm. And granted, I have to speak on behalf of the athletes, because if an athlete was ever charged or accusations, Deshaun Watson, you got to speak out on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, we haven't heard from anybody, and it's almost been swept under the rug. And I say that because there have been shows and nobody's speaking on it, or speaking very brief. And that ain't good enough.
Yeah.
This is a serious matter. This is damn near, it is a part of the Me Too movement, where executives use their power in ways that corrupts the workplace environment. And we haven't heard anything from that. That's my issue. Mm-hmm. So if we're going to hold athletes to a standard, we got to also hold the networks and the executives to that same standard.
And those hosts, if an athlete would have done something, they would have been the first person to speak out and go against it and asking for a statement. Instead, they have cut their comments off on social.
Correct.
Nobody has done anything.
Deleted content.
Exactly.
It's all, so,
and they have moved on just like it never happened.
So we have to, we owe a service to people to have information.
Yeah.
And I must also respect that it's still accusations. Mm-hmm. But FS1, where's the statements and how do you fend yourself? Now, granted, anything in the court of law has its restraints. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just know if I was in this situation, that's where your publicist has to make a statement. You have to do certain things, and I'm not getting that same energy, or I don't feel like they're being held accountable. And it's subjective for me to say. I just haven't heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, with this lawsuit kind of coming into or having light shed on it, you have the Jason Whitlocks of the world to say certain things as well. What did he say?
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
Okay. Hey, Jason Whitlock. Hey, my guy. No, you're not my guy. Guy, come here. You're not that guy, pal. You're not. That big rack of hers, that's inappropriate. That butter skin, that's inappropriate. Like, bro, you're not that guy. So to comment on something like this, bro, stay in your lane. Whether Joy did what she did, the accusations are true or not, stay in your lane, Jason. All right? Because, bro, like, you're having an outer body experience, and it's time for me to put you back in your body to let you know, bro, you're not that guy, pal.
Yeah.
So whether you want to speak on your 2 cents or not, keep it. Please do. Because, nah, it ain't that.
But I wanted to ask you a question, too, for Joy Taylor. Not saying the allegations are true, but how would one move around in the industry now as a host to be taken serious, and for people like Jason Whitlock not to make these statements about them? Like, when I see you, it's like, oh, I know what she about. Let me say what I say.
I remember having a conversation with my lady, and she brought up a point that I never really considered, is there's a such thing as pretty girl privilege, but there's also a thing where you have pretty girl exclusion.
Elaborate.
You see what I'm saying? So like when you're a pretty girl, it's hard for people to take you serious because your physique looks a certain type of way, because your face looks a certain type of way. And that's just the truth.
So they see you before they hear you.
They that. Okay. And it's sometimes unfortunate because you can be a very attractive person, Joy, Molly, Jazz, multiple other, talent that's on ESPN and Fox. And what do you tell them? Just because you're a pretty girl, you're not qualified? Or if you do get this job, you only got it because you slept with somebody? That's bullshit. Yeah. That's bullshit. And no matter how you look, no matter what color your skin is, the job should go to the person who's most deserving of the job, no matter how you look, right? So Joy, is she a very attractive woman? Absolutely. And it's not for me to make inappropriate statements, Jason, by saying that rack. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, all right, let's put it like this, since we want to get personal. Like, yo, who you fucking? Who you sleeping with?
What she look like?
Like, bring her to the forefront, him to the forefront, because now you got to be open in these things.
You gotta be, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no shade, but I'm just keeping it a bug. Yeah. This is a person who's, bro, like been a villain in the industry for years. So I'm like, bro, we want to see her, him, whoever. I'm not judging you, bro. I'm just saying, don't say no inappropriate things like that and not be questioned about that. But also too, from the talent standpoint, the Joys, the Mollys, the girls or the females who are attractive, that doesn't mean that they aren't talented or the right person for the job. Because it took me to appreciate Molly Karam even more by working with her and understanding she's a fucking beast. Yeah. The way she's able to tee up certain individuals, the Ryan Clarks, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Shannon Sharps, the Mad Dogs of the world, like that's a talent that requires a certain individual to know. Yeah. Very professional, very, I come here to work and I do my job at a high level. So let's not get distracted by how she looked rather than what she's actually bringing to the table, because she's a definite game changer for sure, as well as Joy.
So I have to ask you from that perspective, all right, from that side, but from the side of the owner Cam, the boss Cam, right? And so you have this boss as the executive vice president, Charlie Dixon, even though they are allegations. Mm-hmm. How do you as a boss, an owner, a president,
a person who has high regards, but you also have to walk with integrity.
Yes, and right? That's what I'm saying. Even when you have employees that are of the opposite sex, how do you walk in integrity, and how do you set the environment for that?
Bro, first and foremost, people who know me and who work alongside with me, last year, I made a very important hire for my production company in hiring a female in Kristen Myers, who is a female, very attractive, but I've never crossed the line. And understanding she didn't get it because she looked good. She got it because she deserved to get that opportunity. Yeah. Right? And you see it oftentimes in the industry where people can get boxed out by like, dang, she looked good, so what you gonna do for me? You won't do that to a male. No. But in my position, you have to make sure that you're always cognizant of the workplace environment. There's been multiple times where I've had to have exclusive conversations, right? Just me and Kristen, right? There's been opportunity or times where I had to make sure that she's comfortable as well as I'm comfortable. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing too. I want to make damn sure that I'm being held accountable to the potentials of what it could look like and also the direct of what it could potentially look like. And everybody has to abide by that, because having a safe workplace environment is not something to just giggle and tease about, because females deserve the right the same way as males. Mm-hmm. Now, there's been something in my career that they crucified me about. Yeah. The female, I find it funny that females are like, I got killed. I lost sponsorships. I lost money because of that. Yeah. And Miss Rodriguez, I will apologize again. But it wasn't that I was laughing more about that, more so than the reality that women are fighting for equal rights in a male-dominated industry.
So you was more blown away that she knew as much.
I was surprised. I was like, yo, you on your shit.
Because you don't hear that every day.
Correct. Okay. And she was talking about coverages. She was talking about cover 2 and things like that. And it was like, yo, knowing what I know now, would I have said it? Fuck no. And like I said, I will apologize again. But if I'm being held to a standard as an athlete, so should the executives. Okay. So should the networks. So should anybody in this position. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a big Fortune 500 company of Fox. It could be your local convenience store. Mm-hmm. We all have to operate in comfort and knowing that I be damned if a person working alongside of me feels harassment in any way, from looks, from verbal words that's being said. And it's my job to make sure that whether I'm holding myself accountable and everybody else around is being held to that same standard. Yeah. And that's right. So that's my point. So, as I said, this is bonus content. Yep. And us being in our new studio, we're able to drop content like this more regularly, but not to mention, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the full show of 4th and 1. Welcome to 4th and 1. Hey. Okay, now welcome. You did.